Sorry about that. I had to change the camera around. Let's see here. So, it's a bit cut off. I want to make sure I start back at the last question, question 13. So, the program that you went through at Liberty was very challenging, and we were talking about what fueled your motivation. And you said to me that what fueled your motivation was what you had gone through with your previous marriage. And knowing that, and you actually put it in your essay, you know, with your wife's promiscuity and whatnot, that you would, that dealing with art, if you can deal with that, you can do with anything. Writing a reading a writing a 5-page paper or reading a book, you know, would be a lot easier than dealing with that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's, I mean, and I was kind of alluding to the fact that you say you were angry too as well, right?
Yeah,
it was mostly anger that fueled you through until it changed around.
I felt like
Yeah, and I think it's just a wonderful thing whenever you can turn a destructive kind of energy such as anger or something that's positive and constructive there. So yeah, this is just great to hear. You know how you know your resilience here. So. Above all else, would you say that you have any regrets here?
You know, I take the word regrets for kind of at face value. Like a lot of people say that I don't have regret. I think regrets is something if you would do it, if you was in a situation, you could do it over again. You would make a different decision. That's my definition of regret. Regret. And to me, you know, for one to say they don't have any regrets, by that definition, it's, you know, it's kind of, I think it's a little ridiculous personally, but to answer the question, some people take it a different direction.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which I get. But to answer it with the definition I just stated, I feel like I definitely should have finished that Kingston, to be honest. I don't know now again if that happened, you know, we don't know what would have happened after that.
Right, you might not be at Liberty right now.
Exactly. I didn't have any intention of pursuing a graduate degree at that time.
Right.
You know,
where would you have gone that anger to fuel you through for your master's degree?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a good point. I don't know. I'd be too happy. I'd be too happy to get a bachelor's degree.
Right.
So that's you know.
So there's a question for you right there. Would you rather have graduated from Kutztown and currently have no master's degree, or have gone through what you're going through and have, you know, be a recipient of a master's degree right now? What would you have if you had to choose one or the other?
I mean, if I had to choose one or the other. I mean, definitely it would be go through all that to get where you're at right now. To get the master's, definitely.
Yeah, but it's kind of interesting when you think about regrets. It's like you can't. It's all thread. You know, it's not. You can't separate any part of the thread out and say, "I'll cut this out." So like, would you like to do that all over? Or would you like it right now?
There's a lot of good things when it happens. Also,
yeah,
you're absolutely right. I'm cutting out a lot of great moments.
Like great moments in the middle time there.
That's why some people.
You're not surprised what the saying's like that. But you know, it's fun. It's not like you have to have the saying, but I just think it's just great, you know, to be where you are now. Who knows? You could have PhD now, but who knows? Just in terms of knowing what happened and how it fueled you, I just think it's amazing because I know what you've gone through has directly led to you being where you are right now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
Now I wasn't doing as well. I was saying, like that. You know, I shouldn't have made that mistake back then. But there were times where I didn't But you know what? Now you're right. That's part of the great thing about why we're doing this today.
Yeah.
So that's I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. And I wanted to personally again thank you for your your accomplishment, this historic accomplishment. You know, it's just amazing. You know, and you're just the second person after your father, right? In your family who can say they have a college degree. Like that's amazing. That's freaking amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So congratulations to you on that.
I appreciate that.
You're now just a fourth person that you know, of all of your immediate family, to possess a postgraduate degree.
Oh, wow.
Which is even more, weathers it down even more to make you even more special than you already are. You're the first person to get divorced out of your generation of siblings.
They're crazy.
And also the first person to have gotten kicked out of a university as well. So you have to receive the brunt as well.
But it's all part of the great thread.
Yeah, it's all part of the same thread. You know, you're also the first person in your generation siblings who have pledged a known social group or fraternity, namely, you know, the Groove Phi Groove.
Yes.
And lastly, you're the first person that you know of anywhere like anyone in the whole globe who can say that they completed a graduate degree in 7 months.
Yes,
I think that deserves a high five.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I want to thank you once again for letting me be a part of your historic accomplishment in terms of this interview and even along with the process, as you know, within communication. And as we close out, put a bow on your amazing scholastic journey by adding any lasting words. I'd like for you to say it now, just to kind of like put a cap off to it. You look at the camera there and say anything you like to say.
So I don't, I mean, I got an 840 on my SATs back in the day when it was worth, when it was the regular score. I went to Franklin. I don't consider myself nothing that special. But so, perseverance, and God, and using those, like, as the interviewer Carl mentioned, taking a negative and turning to a positive. We all have negatives. Let's try to, I'm thankful that God allowed me to, keep going. I thought it was done, if I'm being honest, several times during that process. But I'm thankful that, at Liberty, y'all allowed me to do this. And that I'm able to, be a witness that, you can be a champion, as the saying goes for Liberty, champion for Christ. I can say I am because, to be honest, he struggled and, and went through a lot of tough things to do something great. And, and way underneath him, but in a similar vein, I can say, I struggled, a lot of it put on myself, but I rose up similar to what he did. So I'm thankful, and if this can inspire anyone, please, I challenge you. I hope, and if you need, I encourage you to keep going in whatever aspirations you all may have. Thank you.